What's up, Miami Dolphin Nation? Today we're going to go ahead and cover yesterday's first day of mandatory minicamp. We're going to go ahead and listen to Mike McDaniel's press conference, and then from there we're going to go ahead and listen to a couple players talk to the press, and then Tua Tagovailoa speak to the press, and then I'll pop up some clips for you to see Malik Washington beat the fifth-round rookie on a deep pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And then I'll tell you who wore the orange jersey yesterday on the first day of mandatory minicamp. So let's listen to Mike McDaniel and what he had to say. Give me 1 second, guys.
Somebody please ask me, let's start it off with questions that I can't nor don't want to answer first.
Okay.
Huh?
We got that. All right.
No. First and foremost, what doesn't have to do with today? Go.
Are Sealer and Jonnu participating?
Okay. So, all right. So Zach Sealer, he's been in the building every single day during the off-season program. You will see him on the field doing some stuff. The length, well, you'll just have to hold your breath and see. And you will not see Jonnu on the field today or this week.
Why for Jonnu? Why will we not see him?
I didn't think there was going to be a follow-up. That's something that that we've been in communication with, and I don't really need to get into personal matters totally. I'm not really hiding anything. It's just not about today, and I'm better suited to answer questions about that.
Here's another question you don't want to answer.
Come on, I love it. I love the opportunity.
I believe this is called mandatory minicamp.
It is.
Is Jonnu going to be fine for not being here?
Like I said, I'm not going to get into personal matters, but it's been communicated and we're on the same page.
Just to confirm, Jalen Ramsey not here.
Oh, he is not here. We are focused on building the Dolphins today, and anything outside of that would any sort of distractions I'm not focused on.
I'm surprised it's taken this long to find a resolution with the team.
I don't personally, and I would lump you into this with me. I don't give a shit about what I feel. I don't even really go down that road of how do I feel about it. My job is to react and control my controllables and make sure that people are moving in one direction appropriately. And so the business is business. The opportunity that business does provide in the off season is a rep to the team about handling noise. What do I define noise as? Noise is things that don't have to do with what actually you're there to do and you should be focused on doing because you'll be held accountable to do. So business in the off seasons allows you to speak to your team about how the focus of noise is a constant battle that if you're successful, you have to win. And it's about not really caring about all things other than what we're here to do today, which is mandatory minicamp practice 1.
Are there excused absences today?
There's the Jalen Ramsey's absence is excused, yes.
Jair Alexander is a free agent who's available. Will the Dolphins consider adding him?
Well, I think our starting point is we're considering everything. That's our jobs too. Again, those are things that my major focus is on the team. Conversations with Chris are fluid, but again, there's a lot of nameplates that you guys are familiar with from last year that are coming to work today to make sure that you're underselling all those nameplates at all positions. So I'm focused on those guys, really. And anything could happen. I'll adjust to whatever. Nothing's really going to rattle me. So bring them. What else? Any other topics on deck? What?
You might want to answer.
What?
Yeah. Is that legal? We're going to be talking with Cam Smith later today.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he in his development? What does he need to do to get on the field?
Well, so the starting point.
Hey guys, that's the part I wanted you to hear from the Mike McDaniel press conference.
That are trying to
he spoke 27 minutes. You're going to hear about 5 minutes and 54 seconds because they start talking about
so much
other players that right now I've already covered, and even the Jair Alexander situation.
Something that
all these answers were typical NFL coach speak. We didn't get much from any of his answers. We know Jonnu wasn't going to be there because of his contract dispute. He wants more money. He wants to double what he would make this year. And as far as Ramsey hasn't been traded. And Omar Kelly, earlier this week or last week, I don't remember when, came out and said pretty much they told him they don't want him around the building. So it is what it is. We'll go from there. And basically, he's telling you what he knows. It's typical coach speak. He's not going to divulge more information than he needs to. Okay, now, guys, now we're going to hear Ashton Davis, Benito Jones, and Alec Ingold speak
Tell me about your
to the press.
Yeah, just range in the deep field, deep middle, deep half, things like that. Just having range, being able to go get the football when it's thrown.
Ashton, look at the cornerbacks. They were playing pretty aggressive, getting hands on guys, and it led to some tip passes. How does a corner's playing that physical and aggressive help a safety's job?
It makes it a lot easier, especially, whether you're a man, cover two, whatever. If they can get hands on, and then, I mean, shoot, you saw it today. We had a few tips, and we can get our hands on all of those. The more physical the corners are, the better for us, I guess.
How would you describe that communication from the front, the corners, and you guys in the back end so far through?
It's been great. It's been great. I think I could be better, definitely at times, but the communication overall has been great.
At this point in the game, is it more physical or mental?
I think once you get to this level in general, it's about mental. There's a lot. Everyone's pretty physically talented, so I think the more you can do mentally and off the field before you get on the field is going to help. But you got to be able to play. So I think taking care of your body's good too.
What's been your biggest priority this offseason? You're working on?
Film, this new system, just getting in and making sure that once I get on the field, things don't speed up, things aren't fast. Trying to get in the meeting room early and see everything before I see it. See it once before in the meeting room before I see it on the field, and be ready for anything that could or will show up.
I believe you were teammates with Zach for like 3 years, right?
Yep.
Can you talk about your relationship a little bit and how much has he changed since then? Since you
yeah, I've been playing with Zach in New York since he got drafted, and we had a good relationship. We're going against each other a lot of the time in training camp and scout team and whatever the case may be up there. So we have a good relationship. Talk about if I make a play on him, what I saw, and vice versa. If he makes a play, makes a good throw, tells me what he was trying to do. So I think we get a good relationship.
I know you're in another room, but can you talk about why you think this environment could be successful for him here?
I mean, shoot, the kid's got all the talent in the world, so I think just getting out here and showcasing what he could do is going to be great for him.
Has there been any friendly trash talking between you and Tua about some of the picks you got in prior year?
Not yet. We've exchanged words after the game, just jokingly, talking a little bit off the field, but we more so kind of like I was saying with Zach, talking about what I saw in certain plays and how he's trying to manipulate the post player and how I'm trying to take away certain reads of his and manipulate him as well.
How deep in the competition are you able to get in mandatory minicamp? Is different levels of people who are at different stage, like compared to training camp, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more so about everyone getting reps, getting communication. We've rotated. Everyone's kind of it's more of like a structure thing, the depth chart at this point. Everyone's repped with everyone. I like personally, I like it at this stage because I'm getting to talk to Iffy, I'm getting to talk to Colbert, I'm getting to talk to EC, like everybody. And I think communicating with everyone makes me better because not everyone communicates the same. So that's been a huge part for me.
Cool. Ashton, if a depth chart came out today, I'm guessing you and Iffy would be the starting safeties. How do you feel about you guys as a tandem? I know it's very early, but how have you guys?
I feel good about everyone in our room. We got a group of really, I think 8 or 7 starters. I feel like we got 7 guys that could play in the league. So I'm really excited about our group.
What's different now in this opportunity that you have here with the Dolphins as opposed to anything you've been through with the Jets in those training camps?
I think it was just important for me to get a clean slate. I think it's going to be good for me. I was excited to come down here and just have an opportunity to work, and that's all I can really ask for.
This defensive line, I mean, obviously you guys lost Calais. You drafted Kenneth Grant. What do you think the defensive line can do this season?
It's a build. It's a rebuild process. But I think we got some good young guys coming in, play some major roles. I'm just ready to see them compete, to be honest.
What about you? What are you expecting from yourself this season?
Really, man, just coming out and keep being vocal, being a leader, me and Zach Sealer with the young guys, just to show them, we've been there before, and, just take the next step and be, a great teammate to the young guys.
What's the biggest thing you're stressing to them these days?
Man, it's just like with Coach Clark, I remember when I was a rookie here, he was always on me and Raekwon hard about being great, and we didn't know it right then, but just talking to them, whatever Coach Clark say, it's not he trying to beat you up, he just trying to coach you up. He wants the best for us, and that's all I'm trying to get to him.
What's it like being like the third biggest nose tackle on the team?
Man, I mean,
I watched you. It was Biggers, then it's Kenneth, then it's you.
Man, it's just, like I say, man, it's a blessing to be here with you guys. It's kind of funny, because we all some big guys that can move really well, and just to see us go out and just be some athletic athletes, that's really cool to see.
You got Jalen Phillips back, Bradley Chubb back this year. How much easier do all the edge rushers live make you?
I mean, it makes us real easy for us. They can slide to them and one-on-one for us. But just having them guys back, man, on the field with us, man, it's always great to have them back.
I'm doing something on Alec Ingold and his role in the run game. What do you see? I know you're on the other side of the ball, but when Alec comes through in practice or training camp, what does he do for the offense? Tell me about his game.
Man, Alec is like the undercover hitman, to be honest. Like, he set it off. If you really watch him, like when he got pads on and everything, like he lay the wood. And it could be your best edge rusher, best blocker, Mike gonna draw it up and let Alec hit him, and like I say, man, just having Alec out there and he can block really well. They've been adjusted really well. Young guys, like I say, they stand in me and Zach back pocket asking us questions. And like I said, I think they're adapting to the change from college to the pros, and I think they're doing a really good job about it.
What has been some of the messages that coaches have been preaching about?
Really, just being together as a team. Nothing being selfish, no drag. Don't be that that breaking link in the chain. Just try to be all together. We do everything as one, and just like I say, just come out and compete every day.
That's a good question. Where was the team chemistry at, or where do the theories come that we didn't have it like we do this year? I would say I think there was a little bit of struggle inside the locker room of, I think it's the little things. It's like the details of communication. You have off season that doesn't go the way you want, and things kind of piled up. Now, I think you saw that the first half of the year for sure, but guys fought through it, right? You had the people that were fighting to build the chemistry. Now you learn how valuable that is. You start a fresh offseason, you learn your lessons, you got to lick your wounds. You have that same intention walking in without all that friction. I think that allows for a better jump off the ball, because I don't think we had OTAs like this last year. I don't think guys were as dialed in as they are. And this point in the offseason, man, it's really about training focus, intention, laying the bricks of a foundation you can build off of to give yourself a chance. Like, I think that's what we're doing. And it's cool to see the guys stepping up across the whole locker room.
Alec, could you sense that? Yourself for a little bit. Talk about your role in the rushing offense. I know that last year when Austin Jackson went down, the run game dipped, but you were down at the same time, as I recall. And I think that's probably a big reason it dipped. Tell me about your role in the run game.
I think fullback in this offense, you could call it problem solver a little bit, like being able to fix things on the fly, to keep things clean for the running backs, to direct their eyes, to give them some calming presence so they get one extra revolution on cuts to kind of help everything ease out from the front line to the backfield and the wideout. So I think that continuity, those reps, I think you help problem solve things that the defense can bring. And then it's also nice to run through somebody every once in a while too.
That change of intensity that you mentioned, is that something that was, vocally, brought up and strategically put into, or was it just something that was understood and you just felt it click some way?
I think every time you talk to Tua, you'll get a sense of that. Whether, what's understood doesn't need to be talked about, and I think we talked about it and we all understand it. So we doubled down on that, and I think that's it starts from the top. I think it's been no nonsense from coaches to players, players to players, everybody in between. So strength staff, everybody, we're all getting after it. And
in the rough edges going into last season and carrying early into the season, could you sense that going in? Were you concerned?
I think we had so much faith that we were going to figure it out, and then the problems were going to solve itself, and it was all going to work itself out based on success of 2023. And we learned the lesson that you can't just will it to happen. It has to be intentional. There's no secret sauce. There's no shortcuts to it. There's no relaxing and saying we're going to get it right. It's like the intensity every day to get it right that day. And if it isn't right, you got to fix it and move on to the next day. That growth mindset, I think that's the switch. That's the change. And it's little and it's nuanced, but there's no, we're just going to figure it out or it's all going to work itself out. Like, we learned that. It's not how it works in this league. So I think that's the growth mindset of this team right now.
When you have a good day of practice, how do you take that? Is that a building block? Is it just another day? Do you get geeked up about it? Tell me about that.
I feel like it's just another day because, again, like you have to be consistent in this league. So just one day, you'll look back on those things to see what I did different those days and stuff like that. But other than that, it's just another day in the books.
Do you feel at this point you're ready to be a 17-game starter, a regular starting cornerback?
Yes, sir. Just going through these last 2 years and seeing all of the ups and downs.
All right, guys. Now we're going to go into the presser.
My foot in the door last year.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Of a leeway to see
and
all of that.
then I'll just pop up a quick little short video and who wore the orange jersey on day one of mandatory minicamp. Right now, Tua meeting with the media from mandatory minicamp day one.
Look at the toes, but don't look at it.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Look at the toes.
Yeah, it's been a while. Nothing much, brother. Just been out in OTAs. We got minicamp now.
Any questions?
And that's what we're doing. We're just working.
Yeah, it's been a while. Nothing much, brother. Just been out in OTAs.
Yeah, I would say
minicamp now.
Started to feel a little better. More so like in February. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say started to feel a little better.
Yeah, we know exactly what it was,
More so like
but I don't
February.
want to disclose any of that information.
Yeah, we know exactly what it was, but I don't want to disclose any of that information.
Is there any worry that it could be recurring, something that pops back up again?
Well, I think if I can protect myself better, yeah. But outside of that, I don't think so.
What are some of the points of emphasis for exactly that? Protecting yourself better, coming into the next season. Are there any things that you can take in the offseason to sort of hone that down come regular season?
Yeah, for sure. Doing everything I can to stay available for the guys. Like I said before, in the past, nothing changes with that. It's knowing when is the time to give up on a play. And, I would say the longevity for me to be on the field with my guys is more important than whatever that one play is. You have more quarters than there would be within just that one play that I'm trying to, show the guys that, I'm competitive and whatnot. And I know they know that, but it's just a nature. It's a nature thing. It just comes natural to me to compete in that sense. And that's just the thing I fight with every time.
I was going to say, too, is there a quantifiable way to know when to give up on a play? Like, okay, if nobody's open after X amount of seconds.
Yeah.
Or is it just a feel thing, like case by case?
Well, I think that's why you have practice, and it starts in practice. I got to sort of shift my mindset of this isn't just practice where guys can't hit me. You got to take it into a sense where, like, if this guy's here, get the ball out, and if I'm scrambling and this guy's getting close, not to just hold on to it, knowing they can hit me if it was real football, just throw it away or run and then just stop to signify to slide, if you will. But I think it's the transition and focus of bringing that game-like feel into practice.
Tua, Alec Ingold said the chemistry this time around and work ethic this year versus last year is much above. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
All right, guys, that's all I wanted to hear for you to hear from Tua Tagovailoa. I'm going to go ahead and play the clip of Malik Washington beating the 5th-round rookie, and I will go ahead and pop it up for you guys to see. All right, guys, also, the orange jersey of the day was tight end Tanner Conner. Tight end Tanner Conner, I'll go ahead and pop up a quick video of him from the Miami Dolphins X account. Guys, basically what we heard from the players is the same thing we've been hearing since Mike McDaniel got here. My thing with this is Mike McDaniel needs to prove he can win games late in the season. I'm talking October, November, December. And Tua needs to be available for his teammates late in the season and not play hero ball. And they need to deliver now, or not only Mike McDaniel or Tua Tagovailoa will be gone after the season. I believe also Chris Greer would be gone. Leave me your thoughts down below on what you think of Miami Dolphins mandatory minicamp day 1. And as always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and fins up. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.